A good federal contract price is not just the lowest number on the table. That's how companies win contracts and then spend the next 5 years feeling like a hostage to their invoices. In government contracting, a strong price has to pass 5 tests: compliant, reasonable, realistic, competitive, and profitable. Miss one of these and your price may be risky. Miss 2 or 3 and congratulations, you've built for yourself a very polished problem. Because before you submit your next federal proposal, don't just ask, is this price low enough? Ask a better question. Can this price survive review? Because your price has to satisfy the solicitation, make sense to the government, support your technical approach, compete in the market, and still, importantly for you, work for your business. So let's walk through the 5 tests that you need to do. Test 1, compliant. This right here, this is your ticket of entry. Do you follow the pricing instructions? Did you use the required forms? Did you price every claim and option year? Did you include the required assumptions, attachments, and supporting details? Because the government does not grade creativity. If the RFP says submit pricing in a specific format, it's not a suggestion, do it. A non-compliant price, even just the misuse of a worksheet, can lose you the ability to win this work before anyone gets to admire your beautiful formulas. So once you price this and you follow the rules, the next question is whether it makes sense. And this is where you get into the reasonable test. A reasonable price can be justified. That means it lines up with market data, historical awards, competitions, benchmarks. Think about that. It's the same type of thing that you use to know whether or not you're paying somebody correctly. The government wants to know, does this price look like it belongs in reality, not fantasy land? And remember, reality for them is both on the left side of the bell curve and the right side of the bell curve. They want to see it in the middle. This is important because reality always wins. And that's what the government understands about government contracts. If your price is way higher than expected, well, you're going to need a strong explanation. If your price is way lower than expected, suspiciously cheap, you're going to have questions there as well. This right here is about being reasonable, but reasonable is not enough. Your price also has to match the work. This is where we get into test number 3, realistic. This is where the government asks, can you actually perform the work at this price? Does your staffing make sense? Did you account for complexity, transition, schedules, that type of understanding of what realistic means based upon how much you're going to charge? A realistic price supports the technical approach. If your proposal promises elite performance, but your pricing assumes 3 interns, 1 laptop, and a drink, that's a problem. The price and the solution need to tell the same story. And a lot of times they don't. Now, even if the price is compliant, reasonable, and realistic, it still has to be competitive. And that's where we get to test 4, competitive. This right here is where your price has a plausible chance of winning under the evaluation method. And this is where a lot of teams get into trouble because LPTA and best value trade-offs are not the same game. If it's a lowest price, technically acceptable, LPTA, price pressure is intense. If it is best value, the government may accept a higher price for a stronger technical approach, better past performance, and lower risk. So before you price, you got to know the game that you're playing. Otherwise, you're probably going to lose. Finally, the test everyone talks about quietly after the capture meeting, profitability. You got to do this last test, test 5. Does the price actually work for your business? Does it cover your costs? Does it account for your risks? Does it leave enough margin or fee to perform well? And a lot of people usually forget the cost of capital. How much does it take for your working capital? Because winning is not the same thing as winning well. The worst price is not always a price that loses. It's a price that hurts you the most. Sometimes the worst price is the one that wins, and that's going to eat your margins up for the entire period of performance. A good federal price should help you not just win the contract, it should also help you survive the contract and go on to the next. So before you submit, run these 5 tests: compliant, reasonable, realistic, competitive, profitable. Because a good price, it's not just a number. It's a business decision with consequences. If this helped you, please make sure to hit subscribe, hit like. If you got any questions, comment below. We try to answer every single comment as they come in. As always, thanks for watching.